and welcome to another video. In today's lesson we will learn how to make some mittens. The mittens are available in 7 different sizes, and as you can see from this photo there is only about 1/4 inch between each size. There will be 4 different tutorials with all the different sizes, and the links for these will be in the description box so that you can go to the size that you need to make. Here is the chart that will tell you how much yarn you will need for each size. This is just a guide only, so I suggest getting just a little bit more than what is stated. If you are using 8-ply, sports weight or double knit yarn, I suggest using the largest size video because the yarn that you have chosen will be thinner than the yarn that is used in the video. I will put the link below in the description box to the free written pattern that is located on my website. Also, this chart will show you all the different sizes. Measurement A is the width of the glove and measurement B is the length. But you can easily adjust the length by adjusting the amount of rounds that you use in the finger section, also the hand section, and of course the ribbing can be adjusted as well, and also the thumb. If you use different amounts on the thumb, you can make it longer, and if you need to, you can make it shorter. So in today's lesson we will be using Red Heart Super Saver yarn. It is a medium worsted weight yarn in the colour Heather Grey. I hope you enjoyed this video, so let's get started on the lesson. For our supplies, we're going to need a yarn needle with a large eye. We're also going to need a stitch marker. You could use a spare piece of yarn if you didn't have one of these ones. You can use any one you like. A pair of scissors. These scissors are now available on my website, so I will put the link below so you can go and check them out. A crochet hook to go with your yarn. I'm using a 5.5mm crochet hook. That is also equivalent to an eye size hook. And we've got medium worsted weight yarn. So if you normally use a different crochet hook with this type of yarn, please use that one. So to start our project, we are going to start with a magic ring. You could use the chain 4 and join method, but I prefer the magic ring for this project. You can make your magic ring however you like. If you would like to make the large adult mitten, start with 8 half double crochets. This video is for the extra large adult, and that will tell you to start with 9 half double crochets. Every round after that is exactly the same, but if you wanted to make the large, start with 8, and if you wanted to make the extra large, start with 9 half double crochets. We want to put 9 half double crochets into the center of our ring. Yarning over, going into the center, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over into the center, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3. So that's 2 stitches. We want to work 9 altogether. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Into the first stitch. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Into the first stitch, we're going to work a half double crochet. Finding your stitch marker, you're going to place that in that stitch we just did. Work another half double crochet into the same stitch, and in each stitch around we're going to work 2 half double crochets, and this is also called an increase. Continue around until you get back to the stitch marker. So once we get around, we're going to remove the stitch marker, work a half double crochet, put that back, Into the next stitch we're going to work an increase, so that's 2 half double crochets. And we're going to alternate between 1 half double crochet and then 2 in the next. One half double crochet and 2 in the next. Repeat this around until we get back to the stitch marker. We would have ended on an increase. What we're going to do is work 1 half double crochet into the next stitch. Put our stitch marker back. Work a half double crochet into the next stitch. Two into the next one. 1 half double crochet into the next 2 stitches. Increase into the next one. So it's 2 in the same stitch. And repeat this around, working 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And then 2 into the next one. Repeat around until we get to our stitch marker. So you would have finished on an increase. What we're going to do from now on is work 1 half double crochet into each stitch. So we put that back. One half double crochet into each stitch in every stitch around, and we're going to work 11 rounds like this. Of course, if you need it to be longer or shorter, you can adjust that easily by adding more or less. So continue around for 11 more rounds, and I'll meet you when we've got that done. Once we have all our rounds done, I have done 11 rounds of just the 1 half double crochet. Now we are going to chain 10. And we're going to skip 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and half double crochet into the next. Now we're going to half double crochet around, doing 1 in each stitch, and I will meet you when we get back to the chain section. When we get back to the chain section, we want to work into the chains. Try and go through both loops. You could also try the back loop as well, the back bump. And the amount of chains that we've done, so we did 10 chains, we want to make sure we get 10 stitches. So work your way across. Once you get over to here, we're going to work half double crochets. We want to continue on until from this row, including this round, we have 7 rounds. Once we have our rounds done, what we're going to do is single crochet into the next stitch and slip stitch into the next one. Now after we've done our slip stitch, we want to work a half double crochet around the next stitch. We're going to work through the front for front post. Then we're going to work into the back, so going around the back, completing the stitch, and then around the front to the next one, around the back for the next one. So we're going to repeat around, working front back until we get back to where we just started. And if you can't remember where it is, it's right here. I did have a stitch marker somewhere. Oops, on the ground. So we started here, so we're going to slip stitch back into there when we come around. So put that on and work your way around to the stitch marker. Our last stitch on this round is just here. That is actually a slip stitch, and that was that single crochet. So we're going to capture both of those. So I'm just going to take that out. So that was a front, so this one is a back. So working here, and we're going to capture the slip stitch as well for the back one, and then join into there. What we want to do is work 9 rounds of, so we've done 1, so we need 8 more rounds of front post, back post. So going around the front and then around the back, front and back. So continue on. We've done 1 already, so you'll need a total of 9 altogether. 9 rounds, of course. If you need it longer, or if you don't want the big chunky rib on there, you can adjust that to however you like. So I'm going to keep going for 9 rounds, and then I'll meet back when it's time to start the thumb. After we have the ribbing done, you will need to sew in any ends, and then we can start on the thumb. So grabbing your yarn, and you can attach it anywhere around the opening there. We're going to be working in between the stitches. So instead of crocheting into the chain, I'm going to go in between. So just joining our yarn in. Just want a little bit more yarn. Just sewing. Going to half double crochet into the stitch, into the next one, so into the space between the stitches, and continue this all the way around. So continue all the way around. Once we get around to the beginning, we're going to half double crochet in that same stitch. And we will be making 1 half double crochet in each stitch around. I'm going to go for between 5 and 6 rows, depending on how long you need this thumb. Because this is such a large size, I'm thinking that 6 rounds will be good, and then we'll show you how to finish the end of it off. So keep going round. It might help if you place the stitch marker back where we started, if you're not quite sure where you started, so you can put that in there. Then I'll meet you after we've done our 6. Once we've done our 6 rounds, we are going to decrease the top of the thumb area. So we're going to work a decrease, so it's yarning over, go into the stitch, pull up, yarning over, go into the next stitch, pull up. We've got 5 loops, yarn over and pull through all loops. Normal half double crochet into the next stitch. Decrease into the next one. We're going to alternate between a decrease and then a normal half double crochet. So continue around. For 2 rows you may need 3 to close up the opening. I'm thinking because it's such a wide area we may need 3 rows. You'll still have about 4 or 5 stitches left when you get to the end, but if you just stay tuned you'll see mine in just a sec. So I finished mine and I've sort of done 2.5 rounds of decrease. It kind of gets to the stage where you can't really do any more. That would be my last one. Because that's the size of the hole there, so it's not very big at all. So cut off your yarn, leaving about 3 inches. Going to turn it inside out. First of all, just thread that through there. We're going to turn it inside out. Grab that thread that's in there somewhere. What we're going to do is just gather the top of the thumb. So we just want to weave our crochet, it's not crochet hook, weave our needle in between the stitches. And when we pull it tight, what I want you to try and do is get your finger, so some of your fingers up in there, and pinch, so my finger's there, put your thumb on the top, and when you pull it, try and keep it flat. So I'm pushing that flat, and it's gathering in, and that will stop it all sort of gathering one spot and looking sort of, it'll stick out and it won't look right. So if you kind of push it down, it'll gather flat. See how it's flat? Otherwise it'll be all crunched up like that. So just go through a couple of stitches. You don't want that loop to close up, put that through the loop. And that'll just stop the end of that coming undone. So sew in the end here, exactly the way we did that, knotting it off just the once and then sewing around. So here's mine finished off. Now this is absolutely huge compared to my hands. I've got probably small hands. This is a very large mitten pattern, but we all have different sized hands. If you find this one is too big, you can try the pattern. Instead of starting with the 9 half double crochets at the top, try starting with 8, and that will decrease the width. Probably about sort of 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch. It'll decrease the pattern down, so it'll probably, you know, about that wide. But this is the largest size, so it is going to be quite big. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Please subscribe, there will be plenty more videos to be uploaded. Share your creations on our Facebook page, as we love to see what everyone's been up to. Check out my website. All the links that you need will be in the description box below the video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy crochet!